If you're trying to get as close as possible to recreating a genuine movie theater experience at home, there's just no replacement for a good AV receiver. Think of it as the traffic cop of your audio-video system, routing video from your sources to your display and sending audio to your speakers. Some AV receivers do much more than that, for a price. Which AV receiver is right for you depends on your needs, so we offer multiple recommendations for different situations. So how do you know which is the best AV receiver for you? We have tested the most popular models between $500 and $2,000 to help you find the best 5-avenue receivers has to offer. Our recommendation number 1 is Yamaha RX-V6A 7.2 channel AV receiver. This Yamaha RX-V6A offers a fresh look at AV receiver design, with its futuristic edges and simple controls, while also maximizing sound quality. The Yamaha might even make you forget about visiting a cinema ever again, and it's no slouch with music, either. It offers plenty of connectivity with Wi-Fi bringing AirPlay 2, Spotify Connect, Bluetooth and Yamaha's Music Cast system for streaming from your devices. If you're trying to decide between the Yamaha and the Denon, both sound quality and features come into play. The Yamaha offers an extra HDMI port than the Denon, an Onkyo, and more 8K compliant 2.1 ports too. The RX-V6A also looks better and sounds more entertaining than both. The receiver doesn't get everything right. That LCD display is a misstep, and I still prefer the Onkyo TXN6100 streaming capabilities and better display. Yet, if you're looking for one of the best-sounding receivers released in the past 12 months, and one which has the most up-to-date 8K specification, the Yamaha is the future-looking model to buy. Our recommendation number 2 is Sony STR-DH790 7.2 channel AV receiver. Sony's STR-DH790 is a sensibly equipped receiver for someone seeking entry-level surround at this level. Sony produces equipment covering just about as wide an affordability gamut as any company, and this STR-DH790 is one step up from its latest base-level DH590 AV receiver. There are 7 channels and they are organized with sufficient flexibility to allow you to bi-amp the front stereo pair of speakers, or to drive rear surround or a pair of height speakers for Dolby Atmos and DTS-X, both of which are supported. The receiver comes with a calibration microphone for the auto-calibration system, which sets speaker sizes, levels, distances, and EQ. This was fast and easy to use, and involves putting the included microphone in just one position. There was no check step at the end, so after it had finished I went to the speaker settings and found that while the levels and distances seemed to be right, the speakers had all been set to large, even the ceiling speakers. If the inputs suffice and the spring clips don't deter, then Sony's STR-DH790 is a sensibly equipped receiver suitable for someone seeking surround at this level, and especially so in combination with other Sony gear. Our recommendation number 3 is Denon AVR-S750H 7.2 channel AV receiver. The Denon AVR-S750H delivers everything that most home cinema fans want and need, but it lacks some of the latest features that may be important for gamers and 8K TV owners. This receiver has 7 channels of speaker amplification with Dolby Atmos and DTS-X decoding, plus full-featured streaming support including Bluetooth, AirPlay 2, and HEOS, Denon's own multi-room wireless streaming platform. Its 6 HDMI inputs support many of the most compelling features of the HDMI 2.1 standard, including EARC, for better audio from your TV and automatic low-latency mode, which allows devices to automatically detect and switch into the best mode for gaming. But it lacks support for other gaming-friendly HDMI 2.1 features like variable refresh rate, and the ability to pass 4K video at 120 Hz. Denon introduced a new version of this receiver that adds the latest features. See what to look forward to for more details. What we like most about the AVR-S750H are the little touches, such as the simple, clear on-screen menus and the automatic naming of HDMI sources, that make it easy to install and use, so anyone can get great performance out of it, even if they've never used a receiver before. The Denon AVR-S750H offers excellent home theater performance in an affordable, up-to-date package. It supports numerous wireless standards including Bluetooth in-out, Apple's AirPlay 2, and Denon's own HEOS. Voice control is available from Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. The AVR-S750H sounds great and is easier to set up and use than the competition. But it lacks some HDMI 2.1 features that probably aren't all that important unless you're a gamer. Our recommendation number 4 is Denon AVR-X3700H 8K Ultra HD 9.2 channel AV receiver. For the movie lover willing to pay more to get a higher quality, more immersive home theater experience, we recommend the Denon AVR-X3700H. This receiver sounds better than the under $1,000 models we tested, thanks in large part to its more advanced Audyssey Multi-Q XT32 room correction. The 9.2 channel AVR-X3700H includes 2 additional amp channels that you can use to power more height channels, or a pair of speakers in a separate audio zone. It also features more HDMI inputs, 8 in total, but only one is fully HDMI 2.1 compliant. This receiver offers some HDMI 2.1 features that the Yamaha RX-V6A currently lacks, though again there are caveats that we'll discuss below. It also has an improved user interface with sharper graphics, as well as better multi-room capabilities to send AV signals around your house. But it does represent a big step up in price over our other picks. With better room correction, more amplified channels, and a host of advanced features, the Denon AVR-X3700H is a great pick for the home cinema enthusiast who wants a step-up option. Our recommendation number 5 is Denon AVR-S540BT receiver, 5.2 channel AV receiver. If you've decided to pick up a new AV receiver, but you don't want to spend a lot of moolah, the question is, what amp do you sink your hard-earned money into? If you're on a tight budget, then the 5.2 channel Denon AVR-S540BT deserves serious consideration. The Denon AVR-S540BT is what most would call an entry-level receiver, but this little amp gives you a lot of bang for your buck. As far as looks, the Denon 540 isn't much to look at. It's your standard black box. The promotional photos you see online of the receiver make it look sexier than it really is. In real life, it's kind of blah, but that's the case with most AV receivers. All I have to say about the Denon AVR-540BT is what the hell. After spending some time with this supposed entry-level amp, I walked away pretty impressed. I freely admit that it doesn't sound as good as a $2,000 receiver, however, it sounds way better than it should. I plopped in a couple of Blu-ray movies and was immediately hit by the 540BT's clarity and precision. The dialogue was clean and clear with a surprisingly beefy mid-range. The 540BT also knew when to flex its low-frequency muscles, by sending my SVS subwoofer into a frenzy from time to time. There's not much more I can say about this receiver. For what you pay, the 540BT gives you a lot of features. Audio-wise, it's great for movies and really good for music. My only caveat is if you place this receiver in a cavernous room it will struggle to fill your room with sound. However, if you plop this baby into a small or mid-sized room, it will shine.